Freedom is to be able to do whatever you want to do.
That's it? That's all you think of freedom?
Yeah.
That's it?
I mean, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom like so many things, but I mean, just to be able to express yourself without anybody, or without caring what people think or say, or without consequences.
Why did you want to come to America?
To be free, I mean, because I'm gay, I'm an artist, so that's the reason. Well, and also HIV. So,
how you became positive in Mexico City?
Yeah, in Mexico City.
Was it hard there? Was it different? Tell me how it was there compared to here.
Well, I mean, now it's getting better. Back then, the doctors will treat you. It was in '96 when I turned positive. 1996. So back then it was a death sentence. So I thought I was gonna die. Back then they give you 5 years. So the doctors will treat you like you're infected, like with gloves and masks, and they will treat you like this, like. But and the medications they had back then there, it was like not even as good as the ones they have right here. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna travel the world and do drugs and do all the things that I never did, like sex, drugs, and rock and roll. But luckily I met like these nice people, and they told me, no, go to GMHC and find a doctor and get insurance. And I did, and I'm so happy I did, because I mean, I've been positive since '96 and I'm super healthy, I've never been sick, I'm undetectable, and I'm very responsible. I take good care of myself. They say it's not a death sentence anymore, even that I still hear that people dying, but it's not like it was. Definitely, I live it like it's part of me, you know what I mean? I take it with my vitamins every morning.
Right.
I just say, and I just have to be conscious and not drink too much, don't do drugs, don't party too hard, like don't stay up too late. So I exercise, so you have to definitely try to be healthier, even for the sex. I mean, trying to not to be too careless. So you definitely have to control yourself a little if you want to live a long and healthy life. But it's also for people that are negative. I don't think that is over, and actually it's growing and growing, especially for the young kids. All the time I hear people, they seroconvert all the time, and it's very scary. Like,
what do you think of that, of bug chasing and all of this?
I think it's sick. And you know what's the funny part? I have met people that ask me to convert them, and I said, no way, I'm not going to convert you. And they say, I just want to worry about condoms, and the medications are so good, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to convert you. And once they convert, then it's when they finally open their eyes. It's like a slap on the face. And then you say, fuck, what did I do? Because the medications the side effects are horrible. Some of them are shameless, they don't care, they're like, cool, now I can bear back all what I want. But most of them, they get super depressed. And they don't know what they did. You don't know what you have till it's gone. For real, the medications, I went through hell to find the right one. I was allergic, I was resistant. The side effects they give you, like, luckily I haven't get none, but you can get your face, like, you lose your cheeks, it's really soaked in, or you lose the fat in your arms, you lost your ass, you get like a hump on your back, or you get like a hump on your stomach. You can go blind. So there's so many horrible side effects. I mean, that some medications can give you, especially ACT, that people are not much on it anymore. But some medications give you horrible side effects, and they affect your liver and your kidneys. So it's not fun at all. And there are other diseases, like if you get that with Hep C or whatever, you're screwed. We all can get like a little self-destructive. And I can be a little like that. Especially when I was a teenager, I was depressed. So you don't care. You don't care about your life, you're like, whatever, if I die, I don't care. But then till you get it is when you say, I want to live. But when you're healthy, you're careless. You think you're like Superman and you're indestructible and you're gonna do all these things and nothing is gonna happen to you. People think that I'm happy all the time, and deep inside I'm depressed. I'm depressed because I just have like 2 or 3 friends. Now you can count your friends with your fingers. I mean, friends come and go. They don't stay in New York. People don't stay here. So I have lost so many friends because they move away. And I'm not in a relation, and I don't know why, but I just don't seem to find one. I mean, or maybe I'm jaded, and I'm so like, I see the first defect that I don't like in the person, and I get turned off. They're like these guys that are ready to move in with you, like you just met them, and you're like, okay, yeah, and they want to control you right away. They're like, oh, you have to come do this with me, and you have to do that like right away. And I'm like, okay, I just met you, I'm not gonna change my life because of you.
Right.
And I'm very independent. I don't want somebody that's gonna tell me what to do. I want somebody that will let me grow, that will let me continue doing my art. And most of the guys, they want to grab you, and they don't want you to do anything, and they just want you to be like their pet in a way.
Well, that's there.
So that's why I don't want a relation in a way. I want a relation, but I don't, because when I'm alone is when I do more art. And when I'm in a relation, I'm kind of like hold back. And that's why I don't want. I want like an artist. Maybe if I date an artist, it'll work. A friend of mine, her name is Susan Corwin. She's a life coach, and she says, you're supposed to marry your best friend. And also, that person that you pick up to get married, you have to imagine if you will still want to be with him even after you stop having sex. And that's true. I mean, I want to pick somebody like that that's going to be my best friend, because when the sex sparks are not there anymore, whatever, that we still have something in common. I want to be with somebody that is going to get me to a better place, not to a lower place that I am. So I think happiness, as you say, I mean, you have to, I think you're happy if you have all your dreams come true, or you're trying to fulfill your goals. Like I said, I want to be a famous photographer, and I want to be a famous actor, and I want to find love, and I want to be successful and get money, and I don't have any of those things. And I'm 41, we're not getting any younger, and I see wrinkles, and my body starts hurting, and I'm like, maybe it's not gonna happen. And the older you get, you start like with less dreams and less hopes and less goals. And I think that's terrible. I try to say, you know what, no matter what, I'm gonna keep dreaming, keep having my goals up, because if you give up, then what? That's it. Without dreams and hopes and goals, what you have? You'll be just like all sad in a dark room, doing destructive things. Art is important to me because as a photographer, it's the way I express my ideas and what's inside of my head, or I can express sex, I can express anger, I can express beauty. So it's important for me for that reason.